Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vignesh, a third year EC student from part of RMI, Robotics and Machine Intelligence Development College. So I am going to say about one of the very important projects within RMI. So basically, before saying about the project, I would like to explain you the problem statement which we have faced, which is not just our problem statement which we have taken, but it's a problem of many students and other people, visual impact people who are facing. So I'll just give you a sample scenario. You can just imagine yourself being a student sitting in a classroom with the interest of attending class. But unfortunately, you are partially blind, so you are not able to see the images which a professor draws on the board. So it's blurry, or you are not able to understand the graphs because of the unclear vision you are facing. So it's not just it's the problem of millions of students around the world. So it's not just the problems which we see around or in and outside India. It's just even in our college, one of our very student has a problem of visual impairment. So so that is not just a academical issue. It just makes them feel excluded, not included in the community, student community. So to solve all that, we have come with the problem solution of Edvisor, educational advisor for visual impact people. So this is the real life example. Our institute students that faces this problem which I have addressed recently. This is about not having a complete vision, it's partial vision loss. So this is all it says. I'll just give you another simple demo of how it works in simple words. So basically, you would have seen many. This is how the model looks like. It's mostly like spectacles with a camera in it, and then a belt where the computer or the onboard computer works. So basically, let's suppose you are sitting as a student and you want to know what is there in the board. The first thing you can do is you can just press the button and then snipe the shot if needed. So and then it just sends to the computer which is available in the belt. That is just another nano which I will say about it later about its importance or not. So and then processed by that, will be you can just give instructions even. So we need a text-to-speech model, speech-to-text model, and then followed by text-to-speech model. Basically, the speech, and then we will use an OCR, optical character recognition, because our teacher writes in a normal formal handwriting. So we can use that PyTest OCR to get the letters of the teacher, and then it's not always just letters that can give us the exact meaning. So sometimes we need to use the advanced AI, which my friend would have said about in detail. So we need to look for AI. So we can't put ChatGPT or some big models, LLMs, large language models, into a small onboard computer. So the question may arise, why we are using an onboard computer now? So onboard computer, because not everyone will have the access to internet in every part of the college or every part of the world. So onboard computer is a unique selling point of this our project, which makes it accessible to everywhere, to anyone. Once it's like one-time investment if made. So that's why it is an onboard computer which runs with a visual language model, which is a SLM, small language model. So that can run on onboard computer, which is Jetson over Nano. That is the unique point of this. And then we will also use once it is done, the audio which the text which is given by the language model will be converted to audio and will be given to the student in earphones or whichever device which is comfortable in. So yeah, this is what it is in the slide. This is a 3D model of Edvisor, and we have done the prototypes of it very well, and then we have also developed it to further. We'll say about that in instance. So yeah, our target customers is we mainly focus on visual impact students who are currently in our college and then in the nearby places. And then education institute is the main region because considering that it's highly affected. The problem which we have exactly focused on each area we tried on was the education point, and then students, and then non-profits and advocacy groups are the main aim of our project. Considering that we are picking it for non-profit. You may ask even thing like, why can't a student buy something like this on its own? So generally, up to now, a normal AI solution for an educational or visual impacts person if we need to buy something, it will cost minimum 2 lakhs. Like you would have mentioned 3 lakhs, but right now minimum 2 lakhs it may cost. So our solution as comes under less than 40,000. The board computer costs around 25 to 30,000, and apart from that, we have tried to minimize as much cost as possible, and our idea is to bring it under 40,000, and we can actually do that. So we have almost made a prototype for it, and then most of things are done. And then it has voice command accessibility, and then expanding beyond education, so it has LLM capabilities as well. So these are our competitors or other people who are already doing this. The problem with them is they don't have most of the competitors don't have the AI capabilities which is mentioned here. So they only do for text and then text. So it's also not very comfortable to be accessible. So and the price is also so high compared. I mean 3 or 4 times compared to the cost which the Edvisor is aiming for. So even if they use AI or integrate AI into that, the cost is very high, like close to 9 times of it. So this is one thing which we need to address. We are almost done with the prototype of the model, and then there will be some latency issues as the model is running on board. So we are trying to solve that by working on that further in the current time. These are the tech stack we have used on that. So the multimodal AI is Lava 5.3, and the speech to text was Boost STT, and we have used Jetson Nano, and Jetson Oral Nano, depending upon the use cases. And then OCR with the Tesseract OCR. So these are the things we have used for the tech stack. So this project not just leads to the solution of the educational thing, but we have also discovered another problem statement which we can address to the almost same similar tech stack which we are using. So that is something called, the project name is called Edvisor, Medical Advisor. So basically, the solution which we are aiming for is to help the doctors and surgeons in assisting for the medical thing. So we have proposed that solution. It basically uses VR, it's kind of VR glasses which says about where to do what things at the right time. So that is the whole point of that project. Even that project has received funding from BPCL for industry applications in the future. So we are also working on that point. So this is for Edvisor. If you have any doubts, you can ask about Edvisor and Edvisor. Is there any doubt from the audience? So, thank you.
So good afternoon everyone. I think you guys are already tired. I'll wind it up as soon as possible. So the project, I'm Sai Prakash, and I'm also part of RMI, Robotics and Machine Intelligence Lab. So the project which we worked for past 1 year, and which we are aiming to work further and take it as a long-term research project. So Rovio, it's basically an underwater robot which can do underwater manipulations and travel underwater and collect data, samples, and various things. First of all, I wanna ask you, are you guys aware of any underwater vehicle, or have you heard why we need to use it or something?